Chapter 6. The chapter that should not be read by people with arachnophobia. Harry was sitting in the Huff and Puff common room. He was staring at the diary he had found. It said Tom Marvolo Riddle on the front. Harry opened it, but it was blank. Harry grabbed a quill and dipped it in ink. He wrote on a page, "Hi, my name is Harry Potter." To Harry's surprise, his words vanished. A second later, new words appeared. "Hello, Harry Potter. My name is Tom Riddle." Harry began to write a new message. "Do you know anything about the Chamber of Cards?" "Yes," the diary responded. "Can you tell me?" Harry wrote. "Sure thing, homie." Harry smiled. He would finally be getting answers. "It was Hagrid, bro. He opened the Chamber of Cards 50 years ago. He had this huge monster and everything," Tom explained. "No!" Harry panicked. He could not believe it was Hagrid. Harry calmed himself down. "Did he do it this time?" Harry asked Tom. "IDK, probably," Tom wrote. Harry let out another panicked scream. He left the diary and ran from his common room. He bumped into Ron, the exact person he was looking for. "Ron, it was Hagrid who opened the Chamber of Cards," Harry exclaimed. But before Ron could answer, the two heard voices down the hall. "Which one of you two done it?" came the voice of Argus Filch, the caretaker. "I swear it wasn't us," Dean said back. Harry and Ron peeked around the corner. Dean and Seamus were being dragged off by Filch. Harry and Ron continued forward. The two gasped at what they saw at their feet. Justin had been ripped apart like Filch's cat. Then Harry noticed something. A trail of spiders were fleeing from the scene. They must have been the ones ripping apart the victims. "Come on, Ron," Harry said as he climbed out the window and followed the spiders. "What?" Ron panicked, but he followed Harry anyway. The two followed the spiders through the grounds and past Hagrid's crack shack. "Why, spiders? Why can't it be follow the butterflies?" Ron pleaded, not enjoying this one bit. He and Harry headed into the forest and continued to follow the spiders. The two eventually came across a clearing where the spiders scattered in every direction. "Hagrid, is that you?" came a low voice. "Oh no, we're friends of Hagrid," Harry responded shakily. "Friends of Hagrid?" the beast asked. A giant spider began slowly making his way down from a tree. "Well, friends of Hagrid's, my sons and daughters are starving, and I cannot deny them a nice meal," the spider told them. "Wait!" Harry shouted. The spider paused. "We wanted to ask if you were the monster ripping people apart." Harry asked him. "What? No, that monster lives in the castle. I live out here in the forest," the giant spider told them. "But was it Hagrid who opened the Chamber of Cards?" Harry asked. No, the spider said. "So Hagrid isn't the heir of Slytherin?" Harry asked. Ron was tugging at Harry's arm, so he elbowed him. "No, how could you think that? He's obviously a Huff and Puff," the spider told them. Harry thought back to all the times he had skipped class to go hang out with Hagrid. Definitely a Huff and Puff. Ron tugged on Harry again, and Harry noticed that all the smaller spiders were advancing on them. Harry and Ron tried to stomp on them, but there was too many. They were done. Then, two lights came from the trees and the darkness. A red car was charging towards them. It ran over the spiders and parked beside them. "Need a lift?" Lightning asked them. The two boys jumped inside of Lightning McQueen, and he drove them out of the forest and to safety. Harry and Ron climbed out of him, and he drove off into the night. "Well, now we know it wasn't Hagrid," Ron said. The two went back up to the castle. They were already late for arts and crafts.